There's a guy in Ohio who owns 11 vending machines. No app, no course. He's never mentioned crypto once. Last year, his route reportedly cleared somewhere around $2,000 to $2,500 a month in profit, a solid part-time income for about 2 afternoons of restocking a week. Somewhere between get rich with an app and get rich with a 9 to 5. There's a boring middle lane nobody's selling you a course on. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why his 11th machine was more profitable than his first, and that one piece of math changes how you'd actually start. Side hustles are everywhere. Surveys from places like Bankrate and Lending have repeatedly found that somewhere between 1 in 3 and 1 in 2 American adults report having some kind of side income. But most of that is gig delivery work, driving, dashing, tasking. It's real money, but it's time traded directly for dollars, and when you stop driving, the income stops with you. Here's the actual dividing line, and it's not boring versus exciting. Delivery apps trade your hours for dollars with zero asset value left over at the end of the night. Vending machines, notary commissions, and rental equipment are different. They all leave you holding something, a machine, a certification, a piece of gear that keeps earning after you stop actively working the hustle. That's what separates a job with a side hustle name from an actual small business. Let's start with vending machines, because the unit economics here surprise almost everyone. A single vending machine on its own is a pretty mediocre business. A basic used mechanical snack or soda machine runs anywhere from a few $100s up to around $1,500 or $2,000. A new combo machine with a card reader can run $3,000 to $5,000 or more. The location owner isn't giving you that spot for free either. Standard industry commission runs roughly 10 to 25% of gross sales, paid straight to whoever owns the building. A machine in a decent spot might gross $200 to $400 a month. In a high-traffic location, a warehouse, a gym, a busy office park, that number climbs higher. Most people quit after machine 1, and it's not because vending doesn't work. It's because the fixed costs, gas to restock, your own time, the card reader subscription, eat most of the margin on a single unit. The profit really shows up once someone has 8 to 12 machines sitting on one driving route. This is a density business. It's not a buy one and relax business, no matter how the ads make it look. But here's the part nobody talks about. The machine itself is never the bottleneck, the location is. Landing the right spot matters more than which machine you buy. Break rooms, laundromats, auto shops, and gyms are the classic strong micro-locations because they have captive, repeat foot traffic, the same people walking past that machine every single day. Commission-based placement is the industry standard, and plenty of operators place a machine for free, giving up a cut of sales instead of paying rent up front. This is the part most vending guides gloss right over. Cold calling a strip mall property manager to pitch a vending spot is a sales job. It is not a passive income job. If someone isn't comfortable walking in and pitching a small business owner face-to-face, this specific path isn't for them, no matter how clean the equipment math looks on a spreadsheet. Next up, notary work and loan signing agents, which convert a handful of hours a week into surprisingly high pay per appointment, because most people never bother to get the extra paperwork done. Becoming a notary typically costs somewhere between $50 and $150 for state fees, a bond, and a stamp, depending on the state you're in. A plain notary is capped on what they can charge. California, for example, has in recent years capped notarial fees at around $15 per notarized signature. But loan signing agents, certified through bodies like the National Notary Association, get paid a flat travel and service fee for the whole appointment, commonly $75 to $200, because they're being paid to sit through an entire mortgage closing, not to stamp one page. The reason this pays well isn't the notarization itself. It's that most notaries never go get the loan signing certification on top of it, so the pool of people qualified to sit at a kitchen table and walk a homeowner through a mortgage closing is a lot smaller than the pool of plain notaries. It's scarcity of the certification, not scarcity of demand, that sets the price here. Third stream, equipment and gear rental. Renting out tools you already know how to use turns a depreciating purchase into a cash-flowing asset instead. A pressure washer that costs $300 to $600 to buy can commonly rent for $40 to $75 a day on peer-to-peer platforms or just to neighbors and local contractors. A tow-behind utility trailer costing $1,500 to $2,500 can often rent for $50 to $100 a day. At even a handful of rental days a month, plenty of equipment pays back its own purchase cost within a few months to about a year, and everything it earns after that is close to pure profit. The overlooked risk here isn't damage. Most rental platforms and even casual local arrangements build in deposits or insurance options to cover that. The real risk is idle time. A trailer sitting in the driveway unrented for 3 weeks earns exactly nothing while it still takes up space. This is boring income, not guaranteed income, and the payback math only holds up if the bookings actually show up, which takes decent listings and good reviews, same as any small business. So back to that guy in Ohio with 11 vending machines. Here's why the 11th one made him more money than the first. It's not a better machine. The fixed costs of the whole operation, the drive out, the restocking trip, the bookkeeping, the card reader subscription, are basically the same whether he's servicing one machine or 12 on that same route. Every machine added to an existing route is almost pure margin. If a restocking trip costs about the same in gas and time whether you're hitting 3 stops or 10, the cost per machine on that trip falls sharply as more machines get added to the route. It's the exact same route density logic that makes delivery routes and vending routes profitable in bulk, but marginal when you're only running one. This one idea applies to everything in this video. Notary work is more valuable once you bundle certifications, plain notary plus loan signing plus maybe a mobile notary service. Rental gear is more valuable once you own 2 or 3 complementary items that get booked together, a pressure washer and a generator, say, instead of one item sitting alone. Scale was never about size. It's about spreading a fixed cost across more transactions. None of this is passive on day one. These are low-hype, moderate-effort businesses with real payback timelines, not shortcuts. None of them require buying a course, a coin, or a system. The actual barriers to entry are state paperwork, a few hundred to a few $1,000s of equipment, and a willingness to do physical, in-person work. Here's the honest framing. These are small businesses with unglamorous labor, driving, restocking, sitting through closings, cleaning rental gear between uses. The upside is the hype tax is zero. You're not paying anyone for access to the idea itself. The downside is nobody's going to hand you the customers either. You still have to go get them. So before you spend a single dollar on equipment or certification for any of these, spend one afternoon calling 3 real local businesses, closing offices, or rental platforms in your area to check actual demand and pricing where you live. The unit economics only work if the demand is real where you are, not just theoretical on a spreadsheet. This is general education, not a recommendation for your specific situation, so weigh your own finances before committing money. If this changed how you think about money, subscribe. There's a new breakdown every week.